Hello, welcome to the weekly wind-up with myself, Emma Kirke. Without a doubt, you'll have heard in the media about cannabis oil and CBD oil being used in treatments for a variety of conditions. Today I'm joined by Liam from the CBD Asylum, who is here to help us dispel a lot of those myths and misconceptions surrounding the subject. Welcome to the show, Liam.
Thank you.
Now, as an industry expert, I think first of all, can you kind of quantify the difference between cannabis oil and CBD oil?
Yes, certainly. So, I mean, there's two main differences. The first sort of primary difference is that cannabis oil is extracted from cannabis containing THC, and CBD oil is primarily extracted from the hemp plant, which is a strain of cannabis, but it contains no THC.
Right.
So, obviously, going on from that, it is the THC content that differentiates the two.
Okay, so what's THC?
Well, THC is tetrahydrocannabinol. It's the psychoactive component of cannabis, and ultimately the illegal component of cannabis as well, which is we steer away from.
So the bit that people, if they're taking it recreationally, would be wanting it for?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, THC itself has medicinal properties, so people do use it for that as well, but it is that primarily the recreational side. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So has this been classed as a safe product for people?
Yeah, I mean, CBD itself isn't hepatotoxic, there's no neurotoxic properties to it. Obviously, because it doesn't have the psychoactive component, it makes it safe again. So, yeah, absolutely.
And obviously, people will know about if you're taking cannabis, you can smoke it. What kind of ways can you take a CBD oil?
I mean, what we do ourselves, we do sort of sublingual drops, which you'll have heard the term coined sort of CBD oil. We do like a water-soluble variant, e-liquids for vaping, and we also do the raw isolate that people can put into their foods and drinks and things like that. So.
Foods?
Yeah.
All right, so I can bake with it.
You certainly can. Yeah.
Excellent. I know obviously one of the products that your company makes, which is quite unique, is a sports-related product, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, certainly. I mean, it's the CBD Pro Shot, we call it. It's a water-soluble version of CBD, and we aimed it towards the fitness market just because of the versatility of it, really.
Yeah.
There's a big advocate of it. Obviously, Eddie Hall, world's strongest man. He loves it. So it's the ease. You can chuck it in your gym bag, use it straight after a gym. Again, just use it during the day. It just makes it so simple.
And does that benefit him in any particular way when he's using it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the big thing with CBD in the fitness industry is aimed at the sort of post-workout recovery.
Okay.
Obviously, it's good for rest as well. So it's a good all-rounder with no adverse properties.
So did he use it then when he did his competition to become world's strongest man?
He did indeed.
Really?
Yeah, we weren't his official sponsor at the time, but he was always been a big advocate of CBD products, and he'd used them for years. So us getting on board with him, it was a match made in heaven, basically. Yeah, so it's great.
So that's what gave him the edge.
I'd like to think so. Yeah.
Fantastic. So if you were looking for a product, how would you recognise whether you've got a good one or not?
I mean, product for product, it's quite difficult. Two sort of things I would say to people is that CBD is inherently expensive to cultivate, to manufacture, and ultimately to supply to the end user. So people selling, say, 1,000 milligram CBD oil for £10, there isn't 1,000 milligram in it. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
The other thing I would sort of advise people is the transparency of a company that you're buying from.
Right.
So if you're going to buy from a website, make sure there's a helpline there to phone if you need any advice. Company address is always good. Any sort of certificates of analysis or for their clean rooms and things like that, just make sure it's all decent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, this is not a pharmaceutical product. It doesn't have a pharmaceutical grading.
Yeah.
How do people know how much they should be taking?
I mean, there are, for different, should we say, ailments or conditions, there are guided doses. Now, obviously, all our products are sold as food supplements, so unfortunately, we're not allowed to suggest specific doses for specific conditions. It is strictly sold as food supplement. So.
Okay, so possibly then the best thing would be to start with a small amount and build up until you hit something where your body is responding to it, is that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you say, start low and go to where it works. For yourself and for a cost point of view as well, obviously it makes sense.
Do you have any case studies or anybody or have you used it yourself in perhaps to treat anything? Because I know mental health is something that's quite big at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, obviously mental health for men in sport, women, everything nowadays, it's a big sort of focal point, isn't it? And Yeah, I know quite a few people who've used it for various things to do with sort of mental health issues, and yes, it's definitely effective.
Mm. So when did you start your company and how did you get into it?
Right, so we've been doing it about a year now. CBD is always something that I've been interested in anyway.
Okay.
And then we sort of brushed up on it. We ran an e-liquids company before, just
Okay.
normal vaping, and we sort of saw the benefits of CBD both from like a sort of social point of view and a commercial point of view, and it just went from there really. Initially it was more of a business investment, and now we live and breathe the stuff.
Passionate.
Absolutely obsessed with it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Can you see the trend it becoming more of a medical thing? I mean, I know obviously some people have been trying to get medical prescriptions, haven't they?
Yes.
Do you think that that will change eventually?
Yeah, it definitely will. I mean, obviously, it's not just the general public that are recognising the benefits of CBD. Obviously, the powers that be are as well. So I would say it's only a matter of years before not just CBD products, but THC products as well will definitely be licensed pharmaceutically and ultimately legalised, I think.
So in the meantime, if there's anybody watching this that might have any questions, can they be directed to you or your team somewhere?
Yeah, they certainly can. I mean, our website is www.cbdasylum.com, or they can contact us direct on info@cbdasylum.com.
Perfect. Thank you very much for coming in today. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
You too. Thank you very much.
That's all we have time for. Thank you for watching. If you wish to discuss this or any other topic you see on KLTV, our social media and contact details are on the screen. I'm Emma Kirke. Goodbye for now.